right, welcome to July. This is the very end of our first actual year here in Alma. I think we started in August. It is very good to be back playing. There's been a long break for me since the last time I recorded. I have been editing videos and posting, but last time we played, we did some landscaping around here. We bought a new field, another alfalfa field. We mowed and baled and all that. So we've got two different stacks of silage fermenting in different areas. The sawmill is still producing like crazy, which is great. We've got a lot of wood left in here, and we should have at least two, our normal 2 pallets of lettuce. So we might get a third. We might get a third before we take it in, probably late in the day. So I think the first thing we'll do is go ahead and take a look and see what has come up in the sale, as we usually do. We have a new, well, this is the pelletizer, the Primos. Okay, so it's not a baler. It pelletizes straw and hay. That might be something to play around with at some point, but definitely not at this point. We've got some liquid fertilizer. We don't have a sprayer. We've got this Ford versatile tractor. Probably not what I would be interested in the get-go. Doesn't have a traditional 3-point hitch, so you're kind of limited on what you do with it. At least that's my understanding. I don't know if I've ever gotten one of these. But probably not for us. This is a salt spreader. I was excited for a second thinking it would be a lime spreader, but no. Sale does not like us that much. We've got a tipper trailer. Of course, those things I think we'd seen previously. Now, do we still have... Okay, so we've lost the Dutzfar one that I was coming around on. I was hoping it would still be here, but it has gone. So this is the Highland fishing one. This one does not have the Iceria Pro Compact. The other one did. And then this one... max horsepower of 230. Not much of an upgrade there. How about contracts? Oof. Amazingly, nobody has picked up these wonderful spinach contracts. So we are also not going to pick them up. Part of the rules here is that we can't use borrowed or leased equipment. So we cannot do this unless we were to somehow buy a harvester, which is way, way, way out of our price range. Let's go ahead and see how our silage is coming along. Thought I was gone for a second. Okay, so this is the silage we did in May. It is 62%. 61%. So I don't know if this will be done by the end of today or not. It might be. Might not be. So that's what we took here off of field 2. Over here, field 35 is the other field we bought. And we do have... See, can I visit? Oh. I didn't think it would put me inside of a Quonset. Yeah, let's hop back out and try that again. So I get for trying to jump around here. Okay, so this is our new field. And over here is where we went ahead and on the edge of our field, we do own this land, we have our bales. And these ones were done in June. So obviously they're not as far along. So about 30% done. So yeah, it's looks like it gets about 30 to 40% a month, because these were done late in the day. So these are almost 30%. Then yeah, it's going to be more than a third of the way done. So yeah, those other ones might finish late in the day, and then these would be available maybe next month at the end. So not too much to do. This is ready to be harvested, as is this one. Ours is ready to be harvested, but it's only in stage 3 or 4, so we don't want to harvest that early. What are on these other fields? Crop types. Okay, so this is another alfalfa field. That's 132,000. This one is only 30 some, I think. Yeah, 33,000. What other crops are ready? This is spinach. So 30, what is it, peas? Yeah. This is just some horrible crop options they have here. Really, the only thing here that interests me the least is the sorghum. When is that going to be available to harvest? Next month, possibly. So yeah, I mean, this really has been a disastrous season in terms of things that we can do. Let's go ahead and advance time just a couple of hours and see if we get anything that we can actually do. Just like my new orange shirt. I like that. It's very sharp. Yeah, let's go ahead and advance time. Let's say to 11 o'clock and see if we get anything else coming up. All right, I chickened out. I'm only going to 10 o'clock. Let's go to 10:06. There we go. All right, so let's see if anything came up in terms of contracts. Not really. What do we got? We got one more. We got two spinaches and 2 peas. Is that what we got? Oh, what a freaking disaster. All right, so contracts, no help. In the sale, we have a front weight. I think that is it. So we've had a couple of things drop off. So we do have new spots for new things to come up. So let's go another couple hours. Let's jump to the afternoon. All right. We get one lonely fertilizing contract. And yet another spinach. Holy cow, who knew? Who knew peas and spinach would be so big in this area? Yeah, we'll go ahead and do this one real quick. And then I think we're probably in a position where we should see how much money we've got, and see what land we could potentially buy, just so we have something to work. So if there's money that we want to raise, we've got a few options. We've got the products to sell. We've got the old equipment we could sell as well. Let's take a look at that when we get back to the yard. We have this small plow we could sell, but I don't think that's going to give me a lot of money. We get rid of the stone picker. We get rid of that mower that we don't use. How much would that all get us? Take a look here at the garage. I don't think it's going to get us much. So the value on this one, 10,000. Stone picker is probably worth a lot. I don't know if I want to sell that. We still have this cultivator, 5,000. So if you recall the rules of the game, that we can sell equipment only if we upgrade it. So really I couldn't sell this. The plow I can sell. So really it's just the plow and the cultivator. I consider the disc harrow an upgrade on this cultivator. I didn't realize I still had this. Oh yeah, it's in my way all the time. I almost hit it every time I pull out of here. Okay, so I could sell those things to get a little bit more money. Yeah, I'm thinking let's go ahead and load up the products now. I will sell them, and then we'll see if we need to sell the equipment as well. And hopefully we'll be able to buy that field then. Does that not have collision on it? Oh, I wish I would have known that before. Certainly makes it easier. Alright, so I'm going to send him to the supermarket and then on to the grain elevator museum. So supermarket first, get rid of the lettuce. Then while he's driving, we can go ahead and trade the weight for the winch and load a couple trees. That takes us up to 122,000. I think we're still quite a bit short of what we would need to buy that field I'm interested in. Yeah, 132, so we're 10,000 short. It looks like we still have, how much? Almost 9,000 liters of additional capacity here, so let's get another tree or two. Try to drag something closer and then we'll see if we can get multiples in here. I mean, this guy's a biggie. Let's see if we can get we got to clear the way too before the white gets back. I don't want to repeat of what we've done the last couple of times. Come on. Come on in, guys. Oh, you're so close. Not what I meant to do. Come on. Going on here? Winch. Really love the way the winch controls is one button when you're in the trailer, in the tractor, and a different one when you're out. I can't pick this up with my hand. Oop. Let's To get to these trees back here, we'd probably need to cut down these ones here. Maybe not. Maybe I could pull them. Yeah, I could probably pull them. Let's grab one more tree. Welcome back. I have almost 2,000. Another small tree. I think I see one down here. Might work. Yep, we're getting close. Okay, so if we want to buy that field, we are definitely going to need to sell some equipment. So the things that we can sell are the cultivator and the plow. How much money will those get us again? 15,000. That takes us up to 135. And the property is 132. So yeah, let's go ahead and do it. And while they do that, I want to do just a little tiny bit of quick landscaping and hopefully not spend so much money that I can't buy the field. In fact, maybe I shouldn't do this. Maybe just one little tiny bit. One little tiny bit can't hurt. Alright, so we want to smooth. That's still pretty terrible. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I mean, at least it's not a cliff anymore, but it's not much better. Okay, that's all I'm gonna do for now, though, because I do not want to run into trouble. Yeah, we'll go ahead and yeah, I think I'll flatten just a little bit further in this direction, and then do something real gradual up here. And then once these trees are cleared, I think we can do something else with this land. I think I own... I'm not sure how far over it goes, but we may be able to fit something in there. Alright. Actually, let me stop this guy before he goes too far. All right, we're going to go ahead and just repair everything. All right, and then go ahead and repaint these two. And then we can sell. And sell. What is this growing next to me? It's one of the sorghum fields. So yes, that field that was up here, field 27, is sorghum. So if I edited it out that bit, you'll have no idea what I'm talking about. So hopefully I don't screw that up. So I'm going to go ahead and buy this land. Actually, real quick, I do. Okay, yeah, I thought it was stage 4. I just wanted to double check before we spent the money. Let's go ahead and buy it. And that's going to put a big dent into our finances, but you know, we don't have a lot of expenses on an ongoing basis, so I think that should be good. So let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and mow this, and then follow the same process we did on field 35 last month rather. Okay, let's go ahead and get the mower. I wish we could afford this field because we're already kind of encroaching on this land anyways, but no such luck. Did I mention how nice my shirt looks? Beautiful. All right, so I think I will go ahead and do the mowing and then probably have the AI worker do the windrowing and the baling like we did last time. That's fairly efficient, and then I can step in and do whatever we feel needs done. No new contracts. I don't think it's been an hour, but let's double check and make sure nothing is here. Oh, another small tractor. Not super helpful. 210 max horsepower. Yeah, not really a good solution for us, unfortunately. All right, got the windrow here at the field. I'm going to click this, and we're going to do a new course here. Fieldwork settings. I don't think we need to have the large negative. I didn't do any kind of band around the field, but I might in the future. And if I want to save this course, let's go ahead and do that. We'll do 2 headlands. We'll start in the center. We're not going to sharpen the headland corners. I think everything else is fine. Single tool. Yeah, let's go ahead and generate that. Did we have that? Oh, we're forcing. Let's switch that to automatic and regenerate. There we go. That's more what I would expect to see. I kind of expected that's what the steering assist would do as well, sort of do that really long diagonal, but it did not. So yeah, let's go ahead and start this job up. So one thing I do want to do, just, now that we have a little bit more cash, I do want to do a little bit more landscaping over here and terraforming. So let's go ahead and bring up that. All right. And the main thing I want to do is kind of decrease the slope here. So let's start with a little bit of leveling, and I'm going to make this a bit bigger, and we're going to undo all that careful work I did earlier, smoothing. Take this out just a little bit further, I think. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not loving that. Okay, and then let's go ahead and switch to the softening, and I want to bring this down quite a bit here. Let's go ahead and drive that, see how that feels. Yeah, steeper than I like. I don't think that's too bad. I think we can live with this. Let's go ahead and put some gravel down. What? Oh, didn't realize I put on crazy outfit when I used the chainsaw. And I'm using probably more than my budget. All right, yep, I think we got to stop there. All right, that is pretty good. Now, what we can go ahead and do is we can go ahead and make a modification to the Autodrive that will help. And that is having two one-way courses instead of having this be just one way around here. So let's go ahead and turn that on. I want this to be two-way here as well. Okay, so the two-way that starts way out when this gravel drive begins continues to here, then it splits. So you can have still two-way, but basically... Oh, forgot I was recording. So it'll go on this side when it's heading up this way, and it'll come down the other side. So now we've got to make some changes here. This is no longer possible. Right, things will never go in this along this path. So let's go ahead and delete these. So you'll come from over here, and you'll either go right or go left. Coming from this direction, you will no longer... These all have to change direction here. I don't want it two-way though. Let's try this. All right, so they'll go this way, join this two-way path, coming this way. Yeah, I think that this all works. Yep. So that way, if I'm down at the bottom of the hill, I can go ahead and send somebody up directly without having to go all the way around. Yeah, I think that hopefully will work. Might cause some problems. We'll find out. I think I will have a destination here for gas. So let's go ahead and name a point here. This will be... And if we make this go this way... this can be... Do that. Let's call this one Home Workshop. I think that all is fine. we'll see if we like that or not. I'm just going to have him deliver the baler so that the JCB doesn't have to run back and forth. And we will check and see. Still no jobs. I'm going to let him do his thing. You should see the white come by here any second. This is the first time we've actually used that autodrive path. I want to make sure it works. Wanted to compare the size of these fields. Here I'm in the middle of something, I'm distracting myself. So this one was 8.15, 8.18. Okay, so about the same. So we should expect approximately the same number of bales here as well, maybe. And there is the white delivering the baler. Excellent. Why don't we just go ahead and have him start? Let's see how he does. Right, so if we come here, we've got to actually save this course because right now it's a temporary course. I think I decided I didn't really like this. Let's create a new folder for my fields. I'm going to save the course here. This is going to be 05 win and bale 8 meters, right? That's what we did with the other one. Yeah. All right, and now we can go ahead and switch to the white. And we can clear the course, and then we can come in here, go to my fields, load this course, first waypoint, and begin. And then that way I can go ahead and send the JCB back to get the wrapper. And then when the white is done, we can send him to get the bale loader. Because the JCB really can't haul the bales around very well. So yeah, I think this will work well. This keeps everybody busy. Hopefully we'll have enough money to pay for them, and hopefully these bales won't be too much in the way when the JCB comes around to do the windrows around the headland. We may have to step in and move a few, which would be easier if I'd remembered to bring the loader arms. How about that? I always regret taking off those loader arms. So I could have improved this by putting some headland overlap in the course. I think it was probably set to 0. If I had had a more substantial overlap, it would have decreased the amount of stuff that was missed in those corners. Lesson learned for next time. More like lesson remembered, because I've made that mistake many times in the past. Right, this should be about done. Very good. Looks like they're on the headland, first headland. Do it. You can do it. You can do it. Pull it in there. Pull it in there. No. No, don't do that one. Yeah, I'm starting to think this is fewer bales because we still have, you know, 2 and some change boxes of bale wrap, and I feel like we're pretty far along here. I've not been counting, and I didn't use the bale counter on the baler. But I think we're going to get fewer bales than we did on those other 2 fields. We'll see though. Seems to be working okay. Is this the right field position? Right. Only wrapped. Start job. We can keep working on. Down to our last box. Yeah, I'm thinking we are going to need to go back and get some more. Which is fine. More money. We are going to be getting very sick of alfalfa soon, boys. We'll have to do this again tomorrow. I'm thinking maybe just put these here. There's a very slight depression here. I think that this will work. Let's give it a shot. Far enough from the intersection not to cause blind spots. Most definitely our land. Are they going to roll? They did a bit, but not bad. All right, great. All right, you can go ahead. And resume your work, good sir. What are you doing here? You don't have your arm down, dummy. What on earth is going on? Guessing we probably have around 65 bales, maybe. So I think that 67, 48 plus 19 would be 67. Yeah, excellent. Good bit of money. I'll swing by here and take a look at these bales, see how close they are to being fermented, and then leave the trailer over here because we'll definitely need it here soon. If not today, then tomorrow in August. $72. Looks like it'll probably be tomorrow then, unless it's very late. Perhaps we won't be repairing vehicles. We'll need $333 overnight for interest, plus additional money for. Oh, I didn't leave the thing here. Jeez. All distracted. Yeah, we should have enough money to make it through the night if no contracts come up. This may just be a very short day. I don't really want to buy any more alfalfa fields, but I would love to have this one right here on our left. Let's take a quick look and see if any work came up. It did not. All spinach and peas. Yep. Let's check the sale. That would be a big no. I think at this point we would just advance here. Another 2 hours or so. See if there's anything we can do. I'm not going to do a wood transportation, as much as I'm sure everybody would love to see it. Nothing new. Such hot garbage. And in the sale. Oh, how about that? Son of a gun. Let's go ahead and just go another 2 hours. Just for the heck of it. I don't expect to see anything, but I can also then double check and make sure that nothing is converted to silage. So there's 6 p.m. Nights are long, or days are long, so we should stop plenty of daylight if we do something as it starts getting dark. It definitely got darker there. All right, sale first. Nope, nothing. We don't even have a free spot, so, and nothing new here either. Okay. Yeah, 77. It's barely moved. All right, I'm going to go ahead and call it. Let's go ahead and take a look at the finances and call it a night. All right, so no new vehicles today. We did sell that old cultivator and the plow, the old plow. So those are of the past. Construction cost, that was just the landscaping I did, improving the slope and putting down gravel and whatnot. We did buy the new field. We had some running costs. We repaired a lot of vehicles, a little bit of production cost as usual. Sold products not as good as yesterday. We did it earlier in the day. And we've already got some more products lined up, so tomorrow should be a big day. I do want to do the lettuce every day. The wood products, I don't mind leaving them sit. So, yeah, we might take. Some days only take the lettuce in. Send a worker to deliver it. And if that gets to be annoying, we can always set it to auto sell and lose a little bit of money. Contract income, pitiful, $4,600 and some change. Wage payment. This was a lot of paying for work on our fields. So, yeah. And $964 miscellaneous. That would have been the environmental bonus. So finished the month in the red, almost 90,000, 89,000. Not a great day in terms of money. Certainly not as good as May. May was the only day we really had a ton of money rolling in. But okay, I think we are good then. We will call it here. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. I think I don't know what tomorrow is going to bring, aside from the fact that we're going to be selling a bunch of silage. Hopefully at least definitely one, hopefully two, and then we'll see what we can do with the products. So good money. All right, thanks again for watching. Catch you next time.